Hello everyone. It's a beautiful morning, very early because afterwards it becomes super hot. It's extremely hot right now. And what I'm doing this morning is I'm collecting my oregano. I almost feel sorry for collecting it because it has such beautiful flowers. And yes, you can propagate oregano also through seeds, so you can... Oh, here you go, we have a little guest. So you can most definitely leave it to seed and let it spread, but I really feel there's no point in this because oregano multiplies extremely fast through roots. This started just as a small root last year, and look at this now. I have all this oregano, plus I already collected a whole bunch here, and I'm gonna dry this and we're gonna have oregano for the entire year. Plus I'll probably give also to my sister and my parents. Look at these beautiful flowers. Isn't this gorgeous? So you can actually I'm gonna share a few points with you today. You can even multiply it more by cutting it the right way. I just saw also a stem that had rooted, that had fallen on the side, and I'm trying to find it to show it to you. So if you want to propagate it faster, you can just put some of the... Oh, here you go. Look at this. It was laying down on the side and it already rooted, so I can even cut this off, cut the top as well, and plant it, and I'm gonna have a brand new plant with new roots. So if you would like to propagate it, just get one plant, one root, or just one cutting from somewhere and stick it in the ground, keep it moist, and it will root extremely quickly. As most of the herbs like mint, basil as well, savory, and others like this, also thyme, they just crawl down, and whatever they touch when it's damp soil, they will root readily very quickly. So how am I cutting this oregano? I don't want to take it off entirely to the ground and not let it come out again until next year. I actually want to stimulate it to continue growing this season so that we have fresh oregano, except the dried one that I'm gonna make today, all summer long. So if you would like, you can even just cut the stems at a higher length, and as you can see at the nodes, it's already starting to get new shoots. Here you go, this already branched out on the side, as you can see. So if I'm to cut it here, it will just continue growing on this side to become another long stem in this way. Just keep in mind that once it started to flower, it will always try to grow a little bit just to flower again, because its point is to make seeds. It's just following its nature. That's how it is. So what I'm doing in my case, because I don't want to leave all these long stems, I will make sure I'm gonna have another bush like this until the end of the year. There's water somewhere there coming out almost all the time, so they're constantly moist, and for sure this will grow very quickly. So what I'm doing is I'm just choosing a node like this here with the new sets of leaves growing. So once I cut it here you go, it will branch out both ways, so it will even multiply. So you may expect that the second growth will not be as vigorous as the first, because naturally in the spring we have a lot of rains and the conditions are wonderful, the temperatures are better. If you're living in a hot climate like me in the summer, the growth right now will be slowing down, that is for sure. But still there will be new growth all the way through the autumn. You can repeat this process several times and it will keep on coming back, and you're gonna have beautiful oregano throughout the whole summer. Plus you're gonna have your stock for the winter, for the whole year, and you will always have nice herbs your own from your own garden. It's really easy, guys. You can grow oregano even in containers. I really like the results that come when herbs are in the ground. They grow much better and much more vigorously. I'm gonna show you, for example, I have some plants seeding. Others are dying off very quickly because of the heat, like this dahlia. I have to trim this, but I wanted to show you this mint here. It was in pots for 1.5 years and it was struggling a lot in the pots because it's limited there. But here, yes, I know mint spreads too much, and I have it right next to my flower garden, but it's okay. I do pull out the excess that crawls this way, and it just keeps on growing and flourishing every year. I'm gonna do the same with it probably today. Maybe I'm not gonna collect all of it because I also love its flowers as well. I absolutely love them. And right here in this pot I don't have a lot of flowering plants right now, so I'm gonna leave some of it to give some nice color to this spot. I'm also waiting for a dahlia over there to flower, and it will become much prettier in the hot summer days, hopefully. And yeah, but it's exactly the same concept as well. If I am to cut it here, it will branch out into two, it will split into two, and it will even multiply. Coming from my experience, again, when I cut it down, the second growth is not as vigorous and as lush, but it still grows and it still flowers. So I'm gonna have some flowers now and some flowers later on until the new ones grow again. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna try to cut from here and there so that I don't make one spot entirely without foliage, but I would like to keep this volume approximately, and still have more growth so that I have later flowers as well. So that is it for oregano and mint, because I pretty much explained to you about the mint as well. But as I said, you can apply the same also on basil and many other herbs. Anything that you see that around the big leaves it's forming new tiny shoots, you can just trim it at this node just above it, and it will split and it will have new growth, and you're gonna have fresh, new, beautiful, and more plants. Happy gardening, and don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.